Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Here's it for today's video. It's Saturday. On Saturdays, I do Cellar Saturday, where I drink something that's in my cellar. And I've been trying to prioritize beers that have adjuncts and pick this one for the next one. So this is from 2018. It's Goose Island's Goose Island's Bourbon County, and then it's the Bramble Rye Stout. Stout aged in rye whiskey barrels and blended with raspberries and blackberries. Coming in at 12.7% ABV. Develops in the bottle for up to 5 years. Ruh-roh, this is a little bit over the 5-year mark. Let's see how it did. Usually I actually don't film these on Saturdays, but I'm actually filming it the Saturday before I'm posting it, so it's a proper Cellar Saturday. Yeah, it's pretty darn dark. And you know what? I don't remember everything about this beer. I would have thought some purple, like a purple hue to it based on the berries, but I see it a little bit in the legs or in the head and like when I was swirling it, but man, it's like, because I know I'm looking for it, it just really looks like Bourbon County. And yeah, again, I don't remember if that is different from when it was fresher or not. I can get some of the berry already. Wow. It has maintained its carbonation. It's got a decent head for what the beer is. Let's get to the aroma. Jammy first, which is the first thing I smelled even when I wasn't doing a proper aroma check on it. Definitely chocolate next. So, I mean, berries and chocolate go hand in hand as far as I'm concerned. And so far that smells good. It doesn't quite go tart. It's relatively sweet, jammy berries for sure. Slight woodiness. The chocolate is kind of one note, just like think of the most generic chocolate smell. That's it. It's not brownie batter, fudge. It's not like I got to be like it's 80% cacao. It's just the most generic Hershey's chocolate bar kind of a chocolate. Little bit of staleness on the aroma. It is probably, for me, 80% the berries. I don't get any of the rye. I don't get any of the barrel age. I do get a little bit of wood. So yeah, I'm really curious about the taste. Cheers. The berries have held up very well. A little bit of like an acidity to it, which is nice. Brings some balance to the sweetness. I do get a little bit of wood throughout, just a little bit. Not a lot of that rye or the rye spiciness I get. Kind of interesting. When I first took a sip, it was a little stale, chocolate, a little bit of that wood. It was very meh when I first tasted it. Then finally the berries kicked in, and then kind of like it became alive and exciting. I don't know if that's just a first sip thing. So let's try another sip. Less stale, more of the chocolate. Finally getting a little bit of rye spiciness, very little though. Some warming in the chest. I get no alcohol on the taste. Just came out of my stout fridge at 55 degrees. The berry is very jammy, so that followed the nose quite a bit. It actually follows as I'm like stopping to think about it for a second, except for me getting some rye in the taste, it really does follow the nose quite a bit. It is usually maybe only like 70% of the sip is the berry, 30% is the chocolate, some of that wood, a little bit of the rye. This is good. I thought I liked this a lot more fresh though, and maybe I'm mistaken. I'll have to go back and watch my review. But yeah, this is not blowing me away. I'm enjoying this. I'm not mad at it. But it's I don't know. it does have a little bit of staleness, as I've said a few times, but that's not even really what's taking me out of the sip. It's just, yeah, it's a little muted. Complex jammy fruit notes with caramel, chocolate malt, and spicy rye character. I mean, jammy, I don't know how you drink this beer and don't say jam, you know, so I totally agree with that. I don't get any caramel, which is one of my favorite things to get in a Bourbon County. I don't get any of it in this beer. Chocolate, malt, yeah, I get a ton of chocolate. Well, a good amount of chocolate, I should say. And the spicy rye character, yeah, I did finally start getting a little bit of spicy rye character. Yeah, finally getting some of that. Yeah, this isn't a huge one for me, and I have to go re-educate myself what I thought of this fresh. But at the almost 6-year mark, it's fine. It's just fine. I'll gladly finish the rest of the bottle today, but I've had way better vintages of this for sure. What are your guys' thoughts? Have you had this recently? Do you remember how much you liked it fresh? Did you age it for a bit? Anything, everything? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.